Hi, welcome to our presentation. We're talking about baby clothing, our baby clothing company. My name is Daryl, and it's Kaing, Yusuf, and Abdul Majid.
Baby clothing company. Description of the products. Baby clothes such as dresses, night suits, pants, t-shirts, rompers, undergarments. Baby blankets, quilts, pillows, and other bedding materials. Baby essentials made up of clothing materials such as baby pipes, baby napkins, cloth, feeder covers. The present market size. The present market size is around 50,000 to 100,000 individuals. The market size is expected to double upon the expansion of the business present process of manufacture. The current process to manufacture the product which are being sold by our company is basically such that all the material which is used is of high quality. All the steps which include marketing, cutting, stitching, checking, finishing along with pressing and packing take place in the same place. The manufacturing takes place in our factory located in Venezuela, and the material is stored in our warehouse present in the different cities of the countries in order to make the delivery process easier. Marketing and selling of the product. The products are marketed over the social and traditional media, both in order to attract more customers. The products are sold over online transaction as well as from our physical stores. If the product is purchased online, it is delivered to the address of the consumer upon full payment. The delivery process takes around 2 business days within the country. If the consumer visit out physical stores, they can easily get the product they want on the spot.
In 1945, a civilian government was established in the country after a long period of military rule. The current president is Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela has a total population of 31.5 million people, spread across this 881,015 square kilometer area. The life expectancy in the country is 17 years for men and 79 years for women. Significant languages in the region involve Spanish and other indigenous languages with a Christian religious backgrounds.
Financial cost of the expansion. The expansion cost of the expansion of the company in Australia consists of the following: 1. Cost of the rental space for the physical store for each target citizen between 25,000 to 45,000 monthly. 2. Market costs between 80,000 to 100,000. 3. Import duties and tax 8% of the values good. Starting of the cost. The expected starting of the cost is between 6,000 to 12,000 per storage in the new country, which include all the furniture and the security required to the complete this up physical store. Potential finance benefit to the present entity. The potential finance benefit to the company upon expanding to Austria will be that company profit can increase by 100%. This is due to the fact that products are being produced at cheaper rate in Venezuela, where the label cheaper will be now sold in Australia, which is considering a distant marketplace. The cost of the product and the duty tax will be very less as compared to the profit which will be gained upon the selling of the good in the Australia market, which are issues that will need be considered for the expansion. Following are the human resource issue which can be refused upon the expansion process. 1. Attracting talent can be challenged. 2. Hiring and training new staff. 3. Negating upon the salary as a the part of the law of the country expansion. 4. Adoption and the new adopting of the new culture and environment. Social media market attraction. In order to make the expansion hit, the company will upon attract the new target market by attracting, inviting people through the usage of the social media. The event will be family oriented one which present will come along with their labor babies and children. The event will include van activities and for little ones there will be a play area for food and families. Expansion form of the stakehouse holders. What we want from the potential investor, the present shareholder as the present director of the company. When the stakeholder will show confident in the company expansion idea. So, 2. The potential investor will invest the company based in the history and the fact that profit market going to be quite high.
The primary education of age between 6 and 15 is provided by government for free and is therefore compulsory for everybody within this age bracket. Furthermore, secondary education lasts up to 2 years is also free but not mandatory in the country. The country's nominal GDP per capita is projected to be 2,274.170 US dollar by the end of this year. Legally, there are 4 types of commercial legal entity provided in the country's legal system. They include joint stock limited partnership companies, affiliated companies, limited liability companies, as well as private corporations. Australia has a low score in power distance dimension, and Venezuela has a low rating of individualism. But they are considered a masculinity society with a close score. Authenticity of evidence is high in Venezuela compared to Australia. Furthermore, Australia and Venezuela have notably low scores in long-term orientation, and they also have higher scores in the indulgent principles. Our company wishes to expand into Venezuela to extend this existing operation and create a broader market base, and Venezuela has a potential market and cheaper labor. This also reduces the cost of outsourcing production. As a result, it will improve the company's profitability and overall performance in the market.
The reason that we have chosen this structure is because of the ease and simplicity of the structure. Reason being, it's easy for employees to identify their goals, and the structure enables employees to see the bigger picture of the organization. Having such structure gives sense and direction to the employees, and it reduces confusion and disorientation. As we are doing this, the outsourcing manufacturing facility in Venezuela, there needs to be a sense of power in the organization. Someone to lead and direct and communicate with the head office back in Australia. The structure brings advantage to how the manufacturing facilities will be a success in Venezuela. The purpose of the structure is our headquarters is located in Australia, and the manufacturing facility is located in Venezuela. We will want to have smooth communication between both entities. And this hierarchy structure enables us to communicate through the top management in the facilities from our headquarters in Australia to the facilities in Venezuela. And by doing so, top management can communicate to the rest of the entity. This helps with smooth and easy communication process. The structure also helps us to focus on the core resources on the present entity. This means that when there's a problem with the facilities in Venezuela, The high management in Venezuela itself are able to solve the issue rather than the entity located in Australia to come down and instead of the entity that come in Australia that comes down and settle the issue, which is pretty time costly and have high financial costs. The importance of the structure is straightforward. We are manufacturing baby clothes by outsourcing our facilities in Venezuela. In a manufacturing facility requires direction and focus, and as well, labor is a strong focus. Having a strong labor focus in the organization needs to run a hierarchy structure as power and direction is needed. In safeguarding the company's SDG, high management will communicate the SDG to the rest of the organizations. Standards will be checked and training and induction will be provided to the employees to ensure that we safeguard our company's SDG. Management team will help employees to not lose focus of the SDGs and guidelines will be written for the ease of the employees and management. We will want to honor the country's laws and SDG. In Venezuela, we as an organization will honor the SDGs. We provide jobs to locals, and according to the Sustainable Development Goals of Venezuela, one of the goals is the eradication of poverty. By providing jobs to locals, locals are able to make money to meet their needs and make ends meet. This is a step forward in the sustainable goals and in helping Venezuela achieve one of their goals. Thank you for listening to our presentation. This is the reference, and thank you. See you soon.